Hello everybody, Mediocre Mindset here, coming to you with a playthrough of Fortnite. This will probably be my last recording before the new season starts, so I thought I'd just play through and do a voiceover, giving my thoughts about the current season and how it went. As for the story itself, I enjoyed it. I like the idea of the, gods being angry because the society was trying to find Pandora's box and not sure what they were going to do with it, but I assumed they were going to use it to try to take over, and that made Zeus angry. He wants to destroy all mortals on the island, and you have Zeus, Ares, Hades, and Cerberus fighting against you, while the other gods like Aphrodite, shoot, I can't even think of her name. The Huntress, whatever her name is. Then you got myths like Medusa and all them trying to help you stop Zeus from accomplishing his goals. Well, you eventually, I'm assuming you beat Zeus, but in the end he still unleashes something from Pandora's box, which is now causing a storm to come towards the island, which will be part of the new season. Like I said, as far as the story goes, I enjoyed it. It's good. I give it a 7 out of 10 as far as it goes. I know a lot of people don't care for the story, but I didn't mind. I do wish that they had spread out where the gods were, though, when they redid the map, because I felt they were too close. So a lot of people really filtered in there to drop. And so a lot of areas were really empty at the beginning of this season. Until here recently, like at the end, you see people spreading out more. But, people want to check out the new content, want to see what the new items are, and how they work, and all that. With that being said, we're going to get to the next item that is probably everyone's favorite, was the medallions. And the only medallion that really mattered is Cerberus's. Being able to have unlimited dashes, well, I guess they were technically unlimited, but they took time to recharge. And it made, it wasn't going to guarantee you a win, but it helped a lot. It was great movement. It's worth getting if you got the Hades medallion, which gave you the siphon ability for elimination. That was a combo that made victory a lot more possible. Never guaranteed, but a lot possible. I watched Evolve Jake do a video, and he talked about it being overpowered, the Cerberus medallion, and I agree. I think most people would agree it was overpowered. I feel like, and I mentioned this on my personal account on his video, that it should have needed eliminations like the Hades to get the dashes, which he agreed, thought that was a great idea. Several people have also thought it was a great idea, but being the end of the season, doesn't really matter now. As far as all the medallions go, Cerberus was number 1. I would say Hades was number 2. Zeus's was number 3. He would give you would sprint faster and jump higher, and I think you didn't take fall damage from it. And Ares was last, just because the increase to damage that it gave was not worth it. Most people would go to get his weapon and leave the medallion. Some would carry it just because they want a medallion, but I never thought it was worth it. I never thought the damage increase made that big of a difference. That being said, their mythic weapons, me personally, I think Ares had the best mythic. I mean, his AR would melt people, and it was hard to beat that. And I know most people would say, well, Cerberus' shotgun is the best weapon in the game. And I would agree with that if it had a drum mag. That right there is my biggest complaint about it. You couldn't upgrade it, so you only had to deal with 3 shots. And, I'm sure most good players can deal with that. But it, if you found a purple or legendary and had a drum mag on it, you were more likely going to drop the Cerberus shotgun for that. I know I have. But the thing that really, I think, made it also, you know, that's why Grim was such popular a drop place, because you not only got the Cerberus medallion with the dashes, you got the shotgun, which was a great weapon. So you watch a lot of videos, watch a lot of streamers. Grim Great is where drops took place, and I get it. You having that is a huge advantage. Again, not a guarantee, but it gave you a huge advantage that you wanted. I think the best way to fix that would have been to have... I think the weapons need to be changed. I think that the shotgun should have been Ares, Zeus should have had the AR, and Cerberus should have had the Hunters, or the DMR. And I feel like that would have, it would have balanced out the game a bit, as far as what mattered more to you? Did you want the ability that the medallions gave you, or did you want the better weapons that, you know, Zeus and Ares could give you? I feel like that would have been a nice balancing feature for the game, but, you know, again, end of the season, not really gonna change anything, but it's a nice thought. As far as the mythic weapons go, I guess I should put them in order. Again, Ares, and to me, Ares AR is the best, followed by Cerberus shotgun. Hades DMR, or not DMR, he had the Harbinger SMG, which is pretty good. And then Zeus's DMR, which was pretty good. But again, it's a weapon that I probably was going to get rid of if I found a good sniper. So, as far as all the other weapons go, DMRs were good. I feel like they were really good because their accuracy was good. Bullet drop wasn't terrible. Decent firing rate. Biggest problem was its damage. It didn't do enough where you felt like you could hit once with it and then run in to finish them off with, you know, your SMG, AR, or shotgun. I feel like you had to hit them more than once before you made that engagement, whereas a sniper rifle, which even they nerfed, still gave you, you know, good damage when you hit in the body. You could go in, do your damage afterwards, and finish them off, like I said, shotgun or AR and SMG. Between the two SMGs, the Thunderburst is the best. I know I've seen people who don't care for it, but I feel like it's the best gun in the game. You get a good Thunderburst with the right attachments or mods, and woof, you're talking about lighting people up. So, to me, personally, it was the best. It's the best weapon in the game at this current moment. Gatekeeper is a close second. I think it's the best shotgun. You have the hammer pump auto, but they nerfed the auto. Still a good shotgun, but you get a Gatekeeper with a drum mag and you're hurting somebody. Let's see, what other weapons were there? ARs, I mean, you had the Warforged. I feel like with the right mods, it was a good weapon, had good firing rate, did good damage, but the recoil is so terrible that if you, like I said, if you didn't mod it right, you were going to have a hard time keeping it under control. The Nemesis AR, which was also available, you know, it was a good gun in Season 1. Nothing changed. Still a good gun. If you're not wanting to deal with the lack of control or the recoil, run with that. And then, let's see, what else was there? Shotguns. Again, sniper rifle. I feel like the sniper, even though it was nerfed, was still way better than the DMR. Well, at this moment, you're about to see me switch to that sniper rifle. I'm just waiting for this person to come up. And I missed a lot of shots before I finished them off. I'm pretty sure they were a bot. But it didn't matter. So, I feel like that finishes out a lot of that stuff. But what else is there to talk about? I've got quite a bit of video to go. The events that took place. Talk about those. The Avatar event. Avatar event is I love the Avatar. I love Avatar: Last Airbender. I enjoyed the event. The weapons were great. I thought all the bending options were good. Water bending, really powerful. I think they made it a little too powerful, but it was good for what it was. The airbending, probably some of the best mobility you could have recently. I'll talk about the other two mobility afterwards, now that I've thought about it. Earthbending was okay. I didn't use it a lot, but, you know, being able to create a wall to have some defense is nice. And the rocks were great for destroying defenses and stuff like that. People hide behind trees. One of the rocks you threw would basically wreck that tree. And firebending was decent for what it was. It was more melee than like a ranged. A lot of people used it. I didn't care for it. I also didn't care for fighting it, but that's how it goes. My biggest complaint is that the water bending stayed after the Avatar event, and then I wish they'd put it away with the rest, because at this point now, you know, most people, if they find it, they're running with it. It's probably one of the better weapons that you can find. I get it, but I wish they had gotten rid of it. The event that took place after that was Star Wars, and I love Star Wars. I'm not like a huge nerd of it. I don't know everything about Star Wars. I know enough when I'm watching movies to know what's going on, but I didn't really care much for this update. It wasn't anything special to me. I think I got Chewbacca a few times, and he's a decent NPC. His bow blaster does pretty decent damage, and he actually has pretty good accuracy. The weapons, I think you got the basic blaster that Han Solo carried, or the Imperial Troopers carry, and Stormtroopers. Yeah, Stormtroopers. Didn't care for it. Nothing special. And Chewie's bow blaster, I didn't care for it either. But like I said, Star Wars event was nothing crazy. I didn't think much of it. But those were really the only two events. Oh, there was the Midas event, which brought back the Floor's Lava event game, which I didn't play that. I should have gave it a try, because I'm not much on building. I usually always do zero build, as you've seen from videos. Maybe next chapter or next season I'll do some building. Give it a try. Try to get good at it. But I mean, actually I need to get good at Fortnite first. But for the most part, I've enjoyed the season. So, still driving around. I've played pretty well this match, I thought. Didn't win, but... Oh, that's a spoiler. Anyways, let's see. Oh yeah, the three other items that came with the gods. You had the Chain of Hades. The chain is overpowered. They buffed it, and terrible that they buffed it to the point where it's pretty viable. If you go up against somebody with it, unless you have decent movement, it's hard to beat the chain. Zeus's bolt, didn't really care for. Thought it, never really used it much. It had its good situations, like if you come across somebody, two people fighting, and you go third party him, you have it. You can throw it and try to take them both out with it. Did decent damage. I feel like it's really good in group battles, you know, duos on up, but in solos, I never saw much use of it. Well, I never personally used it. And then the Wings of Icarus were a decent mobility item. I prefer shockwaves myself, but the wings do what they're supposed to do. They got you around, put you in a position where you can help you get to a position where you can, you know, fight, or at least try to recover from a bad match. But still, shockwaves are better in my opinion. Hopefully those come back, because I'd like to still get better with them. I don't think I used any shockwaves in this match. I think I had the wings for the most part. I don't even think I used them. Why I'm still holding on to them, I don't know why. Anyways, those were the three items that came with them. The shockwaves, I sucked with them at first. I've gotten a lot better. Still not great, but I have gotten better, which is something I hope to continue to do because I think they're a staple of Fortnite. I love the flowberries and flowberry fizz as far as utility items. Help you move around. Mix a flowberry with the shockwaves and you can go places. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, the weapon bunkers. I've never talked about those. I hate the weapon bunkers. I feel like if you run in there, if there's anybody close by, you've almost come close. I'm not going to say you sentence yourself to a death sentence, but you're going to make it harder on yourself to fight your way out because there's not much room to fight your way out. There's only one way in, one way out. And I feel like I've lost a lot of matches in there just trying to get in there to get to the weapon mods. So, not my favorite. I wish the weapon mods were either just like random in different areas or they stayed in the places they were. I don't know, I feel like that wasn't the best option. It's not a bad option because there's usually good loot in there, gold, all that kind of stuff you need, but I feel like they were better off maybe being random. Like they made the vending machines random. They were not always in the same place. So I think that could have been an option. Vending machines, they give you a lot of different options. But nothing that game breaking, but it's always nice if you found like a legendary sniper, but then it didn't give you the force scope. But still, you didn't complain. I didn't mind the vending machines. What else am I trying to think of? The NPCs, I like the NPCs, I wish I could remember the one that's here in Lavish. Artemis. There we go. I think it's Artemis. But I enjoyed the skins. I think they're all really good. I don't have any complaints. Battle Pass, I loved it. I felt like it was really good. Well, this is only my third season playing. I started playing at the end of, or at the beginning of last season, so I haven't really done this enough to be able to say, oh, this is great or this is better. People who play it longer, they're going to know what's saying this is where I get beat because I suck against the chains. I probably should have switched to my shotgun. So I continue to let it play because I just wanted to focus on talking about the season itself. So I did decent. Had 7 eliminations. Should have been 9, but my NPC got a couple. I don't like the scanner NPCs. I hope that's not a thing next season. I think it gives away too much. If I hadn't had that scanner scan me, I probably would not have attacked this person. And who knows? I probably could still be playing. Maybe not. It's not important. But as far as that goes, like I said, Battle Pass I enjoyed. I thought the Battle Pass was good. I've already established that, or said that, but I got them done. I actually got it done twice because I have, this is my personal account that I was actually playing on, not my YouTube account. And I just thought, I'd played through with this. Let's see, what else is there? What to expect, I know Fallout's coming with the next season. I always want to call it chapter because I think a season is what goes on in this chapter, but they do it differently. But next season, Fallout's coming out. I'm looking forward to that because I enjoy the idea of apocalypse setting. I think it'll be nice. I hope they don't just change a bit of the map. I feel like that was one of the bigger things. They should have spread out the new sections better. Yeah, I think that would have helped with the crowding. Kept people at least a little bit more interested in the rest of the map. that's what I'm afraid of going to be happening with the next map, is that people are just going to go. I mean, they're going to go to the new areas, but I hope there's enough new areas that spread out that, you know, people don't just overload them and you're just like, well, can't go there because you're almost guaranteed to get killed unless you get really lucky. But we'll see. What else is there? I think something about Pirates of the Caribbean might be one of the, like, the Avatar event and before, you know. So if that is, that could be interesting. I'll be curious to see if they actually make Jack Sparrow as the you know, character you get unlocked. We'll see. I'm also curious as to who's going to be the Fortnite crew skin for this event. I currently have it since I'm, you know, trying to record this stuff and do stuff like this. I thought it'd be worth buying. This person finally gets beat. Oh, I was rooting for them, to be honest, since they beat me, but oh well. Let's see. What else is there really to talk about? I mean, again, I'm looking forward to the next season. This will be my first full season, and while I haven't played enough to where we say like, ooh, this is the best one ever, because, you know, I need to get a few more seasons under me before I make that claim. But I've enjoyed it. I think it's been fun. I'm kind of glad. I am glad that it's coming to an end, because now, you know, you want something new and fresh. After a while, it does get old. So I think this match is about over with. I mean, yeah, they're in the small circle, or getting to the small circle. So there's not really much left. The fact that this person's still alive, though, is impressive. As they have no shields other than what they got with. This helps. But again, let's not talk about the match. Let's talk about the season. I've enjoyed it. 7 out of 10, and I can't wait for next season, which should be going by the time I get home, unless they have the issue like they did last time. I know when this season started, it was pretty tough. I mean, I think the servers were down like almost all day. So hopefully they don't have that same problem, because I know a lot of people are going to want to get in. And I think this is the end of the match. Yep. There it is. Anyways, this is Mediocre Mindset saying thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next season. And until then, have yourself a good day. The devil under your feet, on your way to sin. Right foot creep, walking with that evil. Look around, stay low.